permission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With
John
ready in his chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoE Show!
For the 400th time, despite what Laura says in the chat, it is in fact time for the ThinkSoJoE Show.
Yes, episode 400.
400 episodes, not 5, despite what Laura's saying in the chat up there.
Don't listen to her.
Yeah, I never listen to Laura. She's never accurate. Yeah, so how was your weekend?
Good.
What'd you do? You do anything fun?
Went to Rochester.
Hey, I went to Rochester. What'd you do in
did?
Rochester?
Saw some crappy punk band. Living Brain Dead.
Oh, yeah, I saw those guys. I saw them like 5 times. Like every band was Living Brain Dead.
Yeah. I gotta say, that drummer's handsome.
Which one? There was 5 drummers.
There's 5 drummers? So the one for the Living Brain Dead.
But they were all the Living Brain Dead. They all said the Living Brain Dead on the stage.
That was a little weird. Yeah.
It was confusing.
It was confusing. that guy must have been the nicest guy to ever have them use their kit.
John let everybody on this show, including Green Jello, use his drum kit.
Yes.
And so when Venom Mob was playing, we got tagged in a Instagram story by Green Jello. And then somebody sent us pictures of Wyatt Coyne. And it's like, these are great, dude, except, sorry, man, that's Wyatt Coyne. That's not us. But yeah, what an amazing...
Like, every drummer came up to me like, I love your kit. It sounds like a cannon. I love it. It's like, thank you.
The drummer
for
from
a couple months.
The drummer from Well Worn Boots said he used to have the same one.
Maybe it was his kit.
Maybe. Who knows? I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, he posted that he used to have the same kit. So.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it.
Yeah. No, it was a good time, man.
Good time.
Shout out to Photo City Music Hall for putting that. Everybody was great.
All
the people there were great.
Big crowd. Holy.
Rochester was fucking incredible.
They loved us.
The people that came to see us and not the people who went to see Perspectives. Although I'm sure that was a great crowd too. So, John and Joe, favorite moment of the ThinkSoJoE Show?
My first episode.
That was a Music is Art showcase, wasn't it? Your first episode?
I think. Well, but we didn't. That was the year that we got called the day of, and we couldn't do it.
So yeah, Laura says it's your first episode too. Hey, Mark. 400, yes, 400.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've actually been told by people who work for Music is Art that they really enjoy the Music is Art showcases we do. So we're doing, yeah.
Nice.
They said they like them. They said they like how they're laid out, how I kind of structure them. So we're featuring artists spread apart throughout the day.
Okay.
And at different stages. They really appreciate
Nice.
us really trying to push people to other stages instead of just having them sit at one stage all day.
Well, we appreciate for letting us play.
Oh,
their
of course,
event.
of course. Back at Albright Knox this year, AKG Art Gallery. Not in Delaware Park, though. If you used to go to Music is Art back in the day and you went to when it was Albright Knox,
Yeah.
and all the stages spread out throughout Delaware Park, that's not what they're doing this year. This year it is, they're going to have the stage at Albright Knox, but it's going to go back into the Buff State campuses.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
Mostly outdoor stages is what I'm told.
Good. Cool.
I've also I don't know how much I'm actually like supposed to say, so I don't want to talk too much, but that is what I do. That is what's been put out publicly is that it is back at the AKG September 21st.
Nice.
And through the campuses of Buff State, as opposed to, I wonder if John said more than 400 words on his first episode. I don't think
No,
he did.
I didn't
highly
say a
doubt
word.
he did.
I didn't say a freaking word. I was so nervous.
I think my favorite was like the first two like live like video streaming Christmas episodes, because the first one was the first one we did live stream. We were recording them all. And we were like, oh, we're going to put it up on Patreon. If you want to sign up for our Patreon and give us money, you can watch the show instead of just listen. And then it was just like, yeah, fuck it. We're just going to go live free for Christmas. And then we just kept going after that and haven't looked back. But I think that first Christmas episode was great because that was, I gave Karina the gift of Rick Astley.
That came on in the car on the way here.
Never going to give you up?
Yeah. Joe. Or...
Yeah, I gave, so on that episode, I gave Karina the 7-inch for Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up, for a Christmas present as a joke gift.
Yeah.
And the real gift was like Glassjaw. I can't think of the name of the album. It's still in my shelf. I never cataloged it because I'm never going to listen to it because I can't stand that band, but I bought it for her as a real Christmas present. And then the following year, when I showed the clip from the first year of me giving her the Rick Astley record, and then being like, yeah, I guess I fucked up. So, ladies and gentlemen, Elias, and then it was Elias Soriano from Nonpoint singing to Karina, like those were good episodes, those Christmas episodes. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure we've had some bad episodes, but we've had.
Oh yeah,
we've definitely had great times. We've had like so many guests over the years. We've had all of Shambles in here. We had all of When Legions Fall. You weren't here that week, which was very convenient because I was able to fit them all in here.
Last Rain and
Living Brain Dead here at once.
Yeah,
which
Nick.
was nuts. Nick Lucido,
even though he
multiple times
he caused trouble. The show.
Those XM boys usually do. Dan Twist was here one time before we started doing video. Dan Twist was on the air with us. He was co-hosting, and the power just goes out.
It must be something with that band.
Just the power goes out, and Dan's like, "You want to ride to work?" Yeah, I guess so. Let's go. It's like, you want to stop at Guitar Center on the way? Like, yeah, why the fuck not? Let's go.
I love those guys, but they're just
they are bad luck on this show.
They are bad luck for the show.
They are. Mark says Sex Monkey episodes, meaning Ryan from Shambles, who we are playing on the show today, because there's going to be one last show with guitars at Stamps.
Yeah.
Maybe another, because there's a couple of hip-hop shows. Who knows? Maybe they have guitar players. But one last rock show at Stamps this Friday night. It's Gimme Gimme.
Ooh.
And opening up for Gimme Gimme is Shambles. Probably, assuming doing the cover thing. I think I want to go.
I'm working, fortunately.
I think I'm gonna go.
I would. I'd definitely be there.
Rating rears with Muller and John. That was back before we were on video, thankfully, because we probably would have gotten kicked off. Because we probably would just put them up on the screen, like, yeah, you guys rate them along with us. Look at this guy's butt.
I remember Brian's episode. He's just eating Chinese food.
I love the clip I have of Brian just like grooving to the song at the beginning of the show, just, and then yeah. I mean, even Brian's last episode was a good one when he came on to plug his solo record, Victim of Physics. He came on to do that, and it was a Brian Lee Muller takeover episode. And
I was watching from the hospital bed.
Yeah, and then of course the Brian tribute show we did on here, and of course Muller Mania, I think, is actually a part of the ThinkSoJoE show canon. Like, if you go on ThinkSoJoEshow.com, I think that video is like available on there.
Wish we could have got it going.
Yeah. He would have been proud of us, man, on Saturday. He would have.
We're making him proud.
Yeah. He's been letting us know he's there. Mm-hmm. Every single time you let me take over your radio in your car, he's letting us know he's there.
Even with my health. He doesn't want to play no game with you.
Yeah. The last 3 times I've been in John's car, I've kind of taken over the radio. And the first time was Jill and Nick were in the back seat, and I wasn't looking at the display on your stereo.
Because it says the band name once in a while.
And Jill, it was like, oh, thanks for tuning into radio station, and Jill just goes, leave this on because John can't read, and I didn't see what the display was, and it was Sweet Child of Mine.
Was that Welcome to the Jungle?
A couple of times, Welcome to the Jungle. Paradise City, yeah.
Thank you, Brian.
Every single time it comes on, it's like, yeah, we miss you too, Brian.
Cooking with John will air sometime in April. I haven't decided, but that will happen in April. Guaranteed. Promise that.
I'm looking forward to it.
You think John can John thinks he could cook, is that title.
Can John cook? Ask again later.
I have some ideas. I've been watching
boy.
I've been watching some recipes online.
Oh boy.
Like, this looks so good. I gotta make it myself.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we had a killer show. Thank you for Rochester.
Rochester.
That was the debut of the 5-piece Living Brain Dead.
It was. Rochester, you were fucking amazing, and we can't wait to come back.
Yes.
Photo City Music Hall, just a great fucking venue, amazing. I wish they had I wish I would have known they still had like the screens around the side of the walls. I would have sent the guy our logo or whatever.
That's my second show there. I didn't know they were going to play there. It was like I had my last Overlook show like 7 years ago.
We showed up and Jill was like, "This is the place," and then we went in. And it's like, "Oh, okay, this is way bigger than it looks."
We thought it was like a little like Stamps. You guys thought it was like Stamps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we had there was a bunch of green jello. The guy comes up to me during green jello. I think he went up to you too, and he goes, "Hey man, you guys tour with these guys regularly, right?" Like, no man, we're just local support. He goes, "Oh, maybe you could tell me, why do they suck so bad? You guys were great. These guys suck. What is this?"
Yeah, the same guy came out to me. I was like, "You guys get back up there now."
Yeah, he said that to me. But and it's like, so
They
then
loved us.
I had to explain what green jello is and like what you have to sit through before you get to like Three Little Pigs and Bear Came Over the Mountain and Anarchy and Bedrock or whatever, right? So, and then once green jello proper hit the stage, it was fucking amazing. Not that the opening acts weren't.
I got such a bad migraine. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I had to go in my car.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't finish till like 2 a.m. I was pissed. But
And because they were using your kit, I couldn't like load my shit into your car. I had to wait.
You know what? Yeah.
So like as soon as they were done playing, I go to go into the backstage and grab my gear, and just I can't get through because Bill Manspeaker's there with all the punk rock puppet heads. He's putting them all away. And I said, Bill, do you need help? He says, no, this is my zen. Like, all right, cool. John, name 4 European countries.
Fuck no. You think I know that shit?
Sure you do. You watch wrestling. You know where wrestlers are from. Drew McIntyre, where's he from? What country?
Scotland?
Okay. Becky Lynch and Finn Balor. You know this, John.
Ireland.
Yes. Let's see, who else? What's his face on AEW, the English guy? Zack Sabre Jr. Is that the guy I'm thinking of? The guy that's wrestling Daniel Bryan at the Bryan Danielson at the pay-per-view next year. I don't fucking know.
London?
Yes. Well, that's a city. London is in what country?
England?
Yes, England. Okay, and then I had one in my head and it went away. Claudio Castagnoli. Is pastrami a country?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
You're going with pastrami? I don't think that's a country.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's a lunch meat.
No, the Swiss cyborg. Where is he from?
Well, he's the Swiss cyborg.
Swiss.
So where are Swiss people from?
Kasakawa?
What the fuck, John?
What? Give me a hint here. Swiss sideboard.
Sweat.
Swiss.
There's nope, not Swiss. I'm glad I didn't hit the button for all WNY. We got dead air right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Switzerland. John.
Switzerland. Yeah, there we go.
I tried to help.
Second guess is Iceland.
I tried to help him. Someone please tell me. Italy or Germany? Yeah, Italy, Germany.
Germany. I have an uncle that lives there.
Yep. Anyway.
Yeah.
So we did green Jello, and like I said, as soon as we were done, as soon as they were done, I went to go grab my gear, and I couldn't get through because Bill Manspeaker's like putting the punk rock puppets away. He's like, "This is my zen," and then I finally got through, and then Dewey's like, "Anybody got a marker?" So I handed him the Sharpie out of my pocket, and he hands it to Bill, and Bill tries to write with it, and it didn't write for him, so he tossed it and went behind some equipment. So I can now say that Bill Manspeaker lost my Sharpie. And then I gave him another one and it worked, so hopefully, luckily I still have that one.
But yeah, well, it still was a good show. I mean, I didn't know it was going to go that late.
I didn't think it was going to go that late either. Because the last time I saw them, I left at midnight, they were still playing, but it seemed like they were just about done. So I was not expecting to be there till 2 in the morning, and then we went and got food. So by the time we got to where we were crashing, shout out to Kirsten for letting us crash.
Thank you.
For one, doing amazing photos of us and all the other bands, and letting us crash on her, I want to say on her floor, but we were not on, well, Jill was on the floor. Nick was on the floor.
I mean, she took over my bed and I had to sleep on the table the rest of the night.
No, so Nick starts out on the chair. Jill's on the floor.
The tallest person in the band.
He went straight for that chair. Like that. Yeah. Nobody told him to go there.
No one told him. He went straight for it.
He went straight and because I was going to take the chair. I was going to take the chair, and he went straight for it. So I'm like,
I went
fuck
for
it.
the cot.
You went for the cot. Jill went for the floor. I took the futon. I'm like, fuck it. So then Nick moves to the floor next to Jill.
And took up the whole like bed or floor.
And then we got up, then when we woke up the next morning, somehow Jill ended up next to you, and then you moved and ended up in the futon with me. It's like, I ain't moving, guys. I'm comfortable. Fuck you.
Well, I didn't want to sleep on the table. It was cold. And then it hurt my back. It's like, she's like, move over. Like she.
Where the fuck are you gonna move? You're on a cot.
She just kicked me off the cot just like that. I was like, what?
You ended up on the fucking futon. Luckily, there was plenty of room in that futon. So
I went for the futon. I should have slept in the damn chair.
You should have. You were the small you and Jill. Yeah, one of you two. But I would have taken the chair. But Nick got there first. So I don't know how I ended up with the most room.
John, say the county.
It's a country.
And say the country. I'm a dumbass. Say this country. Relax. Go fuck yourself.
There you go. That's all you have to say. That's all you have to do. You don't have to answer their questions, especially not hers. Another favorite moment, Lexi's last show, rest in peace.
But, yeah. Next time, like I said, we play Green Jello, house kit.
Yes.
Never doing that again.
Yeah, because that was ridiculous It was fine when you packed the van and we were able to, and we were going there, we had room. And then Jill's like, you packed this all wrong, and then packed it coming back, and it was just like, it was such a tight squeeze, and it's like...
It's about the same.
We're like, well, no, because I didn't have to sit like with my knees against the dashboard when you packed it.
She did good. She might have cranked it a little bit more, but it's all right.
I mean, we didn't get that much more stuff in Rochester that we had to.
You bring it all back tomorrow. To the spot.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we're ever actually playing, but That depends on her car situation.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I can't play. It's been like 2 or 3 years, hasn't it, since Lexi died on that show?
Who's Lexi?
Lexi Rain. She was the front person for Avid the band, and she was a frequent guest on the show.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And she was the one we were telling you about, died on that reality show.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, I had to get
That reality show.
I had to get a new phone because when I was loading in the car and the night before Green Jello, the day of, I ended up dropping my phone in a pile of snow, so fried the speaker again. Just my other phone, so I had to get a new phone. And so, yeah, that was fun. Like, son of a bitch. Again? You gotta have coverage.
My phone's ringing the next day. It's a Niagara Falls number. I'm like, I don't know anybody in Niagara Falls, so I hit
I use my mom's phone.
I hit screen the call, and then it says, "I'm calling for Joe Can't."
Joe can't.
I think it said Joe Can, and I'm like, okay, well, it's for me. Let me answer it, and then it was you. I'm like, oh, okay, another new number. You're like, nope, this is my mom's phone. I still have the same number, just my phone's broken.
Yeah,
Like,
it's still the same number.
But yeah, Photo City was fucking amazing.
Yes.
Green Jello was amazing.
Yes.
Wyatt Coyne and Well Worn Boot, Venom Mob, amazing fucking bands.
Yes.
Really stoked that, that we got.
Rochester really brought us love.
I actually, when I was looking for something. I had misplaced our SD card for our camera again, and
Yeah.
as I'm digging through the studio looking for it, I actually found this, which is Venom Mob's CD. So. But yeah, we got tagged in their video because Green Jello thought they were us.
I did look back a couple of the songs. There were some songs I went too fast.
Yeah, it was fine to me. I think there was one where I was watching the video and I'm like, it's too fast.
Yeah,
Can we have a minute with ThinkSoJoE for episode? That was this whole separate thing, Laura. That doesn't go on this show.
RTC was like the slowest I went. I think I went too slow on that. Made it work.
Yeah. I don't know, man. People were into it. People were into it, and we played for half an hour. So it was good.
It did that skipping thing again.
I know. I said that in the group chat
Yeah.
that I was going to do that. So that's just the camera, the way it works. But yeah, no. Yeah, that was a good time. So
Hell yeah. Do it again? You bet your ass.
Laura needs a bus graphic. If anybody doesn't know what Laura's talking about, I used to do a series called A Minute with ThinkSoJoE. I think I did like 3 or 4 episodes. And it was like, I did one about, I don't even know what it was about, but I know I made reference to the Triple H movie, The Chaperone.
Oh, God, that was horrible.
And I just had a bus graphic come up on the screen and go by.
Yeah, no. The movie was garbage.
I didn't hate it, honestly.
It was all right. I mean, it's not my favorite, but...
No, I mean, but, if you want mindless fucking dumb shit to watch, WWE Films is the place to go.
Mm-hmm. The Miz.
The Rock is never going away.
I hope so.
I hope so, too, anyway. Yeah.
Well, we're not a wrestling podcast.
Not a wrestling podcast.
You know why? I'm wearing merch.
I was going to say next week I will be wearing wrestling merch because it will be, is it next week?
WrestleMania
Yeah, it'll be
week.
wrestling t-shirt week next week. I wear wrestling t-shirts for the week leading up to WrestleMania. So starting next week,
We're going to wear wrestling t-shirts on the show.
so next week I'll be wearing a wrestling t-shirt.
My
so
dog.
Maybe I'll wear that one. Actually, I forgot I have that one.
I forgot that other one too. But I won't wear it if you're going to wear it.
Laura says WrestleMania was 2 weeks ago because that's when she watched WrestleMania 20.
Who won? Cody Rhodes and Roman. Is she time travel?
She traveled back in time and she watched WrestleMania 20.
Oh, she went and watched WrestleMania. Yeah, that's like, I was in like 10th grade when that happened.
I was dating my first wife when that happened.
I was like 16 or 17. Cody Rhodes and Roman?
Nick's here.
Hi, Nick. Hi, buddy.
Nick did an awesome job on Saturday.
Yes, you
We got
did,
some great
bud.
pictures.
You
Great
kicked-
pictures
you-
of Nick.
You freaking killed it. His second show. And it was the second show of this year. For this year, 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was cool. Awesome.
John was 16 or 17, so me and Joe were like 80.
Yes. Now
Yeah.
he's 1,080.
Well, that would make you like 1,016, though.
Okay, no, don't steal my thunder. You know I gotta keep this going for you. Okay?
Yeah. No, it was great. It was a great show. It
was great.
Great time. Everybody,
Yes.
Everybody. I definitely looked at Nick at one point and just mouthed the words, "I fucked that up."
I couldn't tell.
I couldn't either because I couldn't fucking hear myself. I asked the guy for less bass and more guitar and vocals, and I got still more bass than I wanted, which was the case when we played Music is Art in 2022, and I got through that fine. But I was playing like a couple of solos, like a step down.
I can hear everybody behind the kit.
I should have just come and stood with you.
Yeah, you could have. But, it worked out well. I mean, I had to leave the rug behind, but...
That's right. You can take that with you tonight. Remind me. That's here.
I'll put it in the trunk. I'll take care of it later.
We had to just...
But the rug they had did the job.
Yeah.
It didn't move. Kit never moved. I mean, there was a couple, like, I had to fix my hi-hat. I had a hi-hat problem because I didn't work on it the night before, and I should have.
Yes, you should have.
But the other drummer from Venom, he helped me fix it really quick.
He tuned your drums for you.
Yes. And he gave me some extra parts for my cymbal stands. Like,
Nice.
thank you. You are...
Nice.
My kid never sounded so amazing up there.
I was just trying to hear me. I was like, especially getting to the solos, I'm like, I can't fucking hear what I'm doing. And I definitely, after the solo in, what the fuck is the song? The pop punk song.
Everyone's having sex by Johnny Boy.
Not that one.
No, not that one?
Not that one. The other pop punk song. The one that... Life's a Drag.
Life's a Drag.
I played that solo. I looked at Nick. I said, I fucked that up.
They still loved it.
Oh, yeah. Nobody knew. Everybody was super into it.
No, I mean, Jill killed it. She did great.
We
all did great. Shane, holy shit, he killed it too.
I saw Bill Manspeaker post from the stage like, oh man, these people must think the Goo Goo Dolls are here or something because they sure ain't here for Green Jello. I'm like, yeah, man, I don't know, because like 2 hours ago I had them all chanting Green Jello sucks. So
then I did the drum thing. Green Jello sucks. At the end of the set, yeah.
It was a great time. It was so much fun.
Even though you get me every time before, how long can you last? I got to think of better comebacks.
I completely forgot what I had said to you at Tudor when you came back with that.
I got to
come up with something else.
I got to think of a better comeback than your mom. I got to look at my.
I remember now what I said at Tudor, which was my mom. You don't look enough like James Hetfield for my mom.
Yeah, your mom likes a classic, and you said it at the show. I was like, damn it.
No, I said
think of something else.
I said my mom likes adults.
I didn't hear that.
That's what I said, was my mom likes adults.
Hey, I am not a kid. Okay, maybe I am sometimes. I'm a kid's mind and trapped in a grown-up's body. Or no, if I shave, I look like I'm 7.
You're a kid's mind in a kid's body.
Yeah, okay. A kid at heart, man. I'm gonna get you when you say it the next show. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna have a better.
He's gonna be spending the whole next 2.5 weeks thinking about this.
Comebacks, and I'll get you. I'm gonna get you. You have no idea.
He's just gonna spend the next 2.5 weeks thinking
I'm
about
on
this.
You. I try to get me. Yeah. and I said. Nobody. This song's not about fucking me. I fucking messed that up.
Yeah, you did. I heard you say that. I turned around. I grabbed the mic. I'm like, yeah, you're right. This song isn't about fucking you.
I was like, damn it! I just dug myself a hole.
Next January, it'll be the 10th anniversary of the start of Joe's Catch. Oh fuck. What am I doing? Oh yeah.
Anyway, but
Laura
yeah.
has been following me for way too fucking long now, because that's a reference to. I was testing the I think the Board Wrestling Fan like audio server, and just ended up with this like feedback loop of
Yeah.
what am I doing? Oh yeah. What am I doing? Oh yeah. So apparently that's coming up on 10 years. Anyway.
I have come a long way on this show. From not talking to talking a lot more.
Yes, absolutely. You wanna read what this show is?
Yes, says, hi. Oh, what am I looking at here? Well, what am I reading?
You're gonna start here. You got
Nerds
nerds,
in diner.
not diner,
Nerds in Denny's.
not Denny's. It's not a diner, John. They are not eating food.
Nerds in dental.
Not dental.
No.
They are not getting their teeth
Nerds
drilled.
in dentist.
No, not dentists.
Dentist.
Not dentists.
Okay, go ahead.
Coming up Friday night at the Bug Jar in Rochester, it is Nerds in Denial, Jupiter Trolley from Buffalo, and Fowls. It's a $10 cover, 21 plus at the door, limited 18 to 20-year-old entry with advance tickets available at bugjar.com until 12:30 the day of the show, or until sold out. 8 p.m. doors, 9 p.m. tunes, and this is Nerds in Denial on all WNY Think So Joe show.
Denial.
Denial, yes.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to fuck up the name of this song because it's Felicata Ishbul. And I may have said that wrong, but
Ishbul.
I may have said that wrong, but I've never seen those words
That's
before.
an interesting title.
But here it is on all WNY.
There you
Think
go,
So
bye.
Joe show.
Take a breath, inhale, smell the fragrant air. It's the time of year that the festival is here. In the hills of Highland Park, it'll start right after dark. And in that beautiful moon glow, we can see the evening show. And the choruses will sing, and the portraits people paint. How the flowers seem to dance sets the mood for sweet romance. Taking pictures of me, baby. I'm taking pictures of you. Sing a chorus for me, darling. I'll sing a couple for you. The band is moving my feet, honey. I wanna move them with you. Aren't things just fine beneath the moon? On this Monday night, when the plants glow bright, troubadours triumph for the Tuesday 5K run. Continental Wednesday brunch, Felicata calls the munch. Thursday show your city pride. You'll get half off all our rides. And in Copskill you can park. Friday fireworks after dark. Bring the kids on Saturday. They can march in the parade. the moons.
That was Nerds in Denial on all WNY Think So Joe show. Catch them Friday at the Bug Jar in Rochester, New York, with our friends in Jupiter Trolley and Fowls.
All right, what's the bad news?
All right, I told John during the song break that I had some bad news for him.
Did you save money in your car insurance by switching to Geico?
No, that would be good news, wouldn't it?
That'd be good news.
Okay. The bad news is Michael's Italian restaurant is up for sale. That is John's favorite restaurant.
No.
It is the restaurant I've been voting for as best Italian restaurant in the LWN. Well, I mean, up until last couple of weeks ago when the voting closed, but it's the restaurant I've been voting for best Italian
They
restaurant.
already got rid of Como. They can't do this to me.
Michael's is up for sale.
Son of a
Furthermore,
bitch.
furthermore, on top of that,
I gotta go there.
Laura says she's buying it.
God damn you, Laura.
On top of that, I did find out that apparently the Stamps has been sold,
Okay.
and the new owner has basically told anybody who's asked him to keep it a concert venue, shut the fuck up, I don't want to hear about it anymore, I'm making it a restaurant. So Stamps is truly gone after this weekend.
Wait, that's what the owner said?
That is apparently
The new owner said?
The new owner apparently said he didn't want to hear about it. He's making it into a restaurant. So Stamps truly gone after this weekend. You got a few more shows coming up there. There's a show Thursday.
They're killing that.
There's a show Friday, and there's a sold out show on Saturday.
You have a stage right there. You're just gonna kill it like that. They'll probably tear down the stage.
My buddy Greg says he's buying it and turn it into an Olive Garden. Dude, losing Stamps sucks, man. Like
Dude, what? I don't understand that stuff like that. Like,
yeah, I was talking to somebody that works there, and they said they talked to the new owner, and that's what the new owner said. So, yeah, and in fact, I saw Jen the other night. We had to do it one last time. Filled Stamps up with balloons.
you know they're gonna take down all those stickers.
Filled up Stamps with 149 balloons.
Yeah.
It would have been 150, but I wanted to test out the inflator that I
I
had.
was so out of it from Saturday.
Yeah. Filled up Stamps with 149 balloons. There was an all-day show there Sunday. And after Yellow Sauce's set, I went and found, I got Greg Burt to give me some tape. And I taped the Maybe We'll Go to Stamp sticker up on the wall. Mm-hmm. So I saw Jen. I was like, don't worry, we'll clean up all these balloons. She's like, who cares? like it doesn't matter anymore. Like, yeah, I guess not. All right, we should just leave them for the fucking new owners. Why not? Except there's 3 more shows here coming up. So, so at the end of the night, Leland and I go to leave, and I was just like gonna, smack the wall where I put the bookmark up, but the bookmark wasn't there. I put it there to go down with the ship. I'm like, somebody took the fucking bookmark.
Really?
Who the fuck would take the bookmark? We found out who took the bookmark. It was Cam. Cam posted, he saw my post about it. This lives on the wall now. And he commented, he said, no, it lives in my room, in my place now. I'm sorry, I didn't know. So yeah, Cam has the Maybe We'll Go to Stamps bookmark taped to his wall now, as opposed to it being taped up in Stamps where it should be, right? So
That's sad.
yeah, it's I'm probably gonna go Friday.
They're gonna have a lot of haters.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
Nobody's gonna come to their stupid restaurant.
Well, I mean, there was a bunch of us talking about it Sunday night, just about like, who's going to come to this restaurant? Like, they're not going to get the clientele that Stamps has because nobody from Buffalo is going to come here just to go to your restaurant.
You're gonna have haters now.
Like, I went to Colosso just because I don't know when the next time I'm ever going to be there is. I guess I'm going to go there Friday, but when is I don't know when the restaurant's open. They got to wait till Stamps closes at least, and then there's a shit ton of renovations got to get done to make that into a restaurant.
Colossus shit.
because that's a concert venue now. That's not in any shape to be a restaurant. So that's going to be a process.
Just like my shirt. Everything's going to be fine. I'm fine. Everything's going to be fine. I'm losing Michaels and I losing stamps.
Well, you were losing stamps before you found out you were losing Michaels. So.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm going to find out who.
We're losing so many places, man. We like Rapids closed. Timeless Babes isn't doing shows in the Pit anymore. The Hostel's not doing shows after I think the Eclipse. I think is the next time they're able to do the last time they're able to do a show, and then which is like coming up, right? Isn't it? The lunar eclipse happening, like Niagara Falls is the destination to see it.
Yeah.
That's coming up. I don't know I think it's like on the 8th or something, and we're playing on the 13th. I wish it was like the same day. I could be like, hey, you're already in town for the eclipse. Come see us. But April 8th. So, yeah. So I think that's like the last day they're able to do shows at the Hostel. So we're just losing venues left and right now. And that really sucks.
Yeah.
But I did the Yellow Sauce thing Sunday at Stamps. One last Sunday Stamps show. Filled the place up with 149 balloons. I warned Astrabula, Noah from We Were Blank. I said, hey man, I'm warning you right now. If they start throwing balloons up on the stage, you're gonna hate me because you're not gonna be able to see your pedal board. You're not gonna be able to see your set list. And so after We Were Blank's set, everybody started throwing balloons up during their set. And Ballroom's still going strong, but I don't think we're ever going to lose Ballroom. It's just Rapids Theater's gone. Especially now that Rapids is gone, we need a venue that size.
They got Riverworks.
And that's Town Ballroom.
They got Riverworks.
Riverworks, yeah.
Ironworks. And they still got our park is going to have a bunch of shows this summer.
Yeah. Laura, can I answer that question instead of John?
John, kiss,
marry, or kill me in my 20s, 30s, and 40s.
what do you mean by that?
Which one of those would you kiss? Which one of those would you marry? And which one of those would you kill?
Oh, okay. Oh, get this. Okay. Get this shit. All right, let me tell you something. 20s, I would definitely kill somebody.
No, she's saying me in my 20s, 30s, or 40s.
Oh, you.
Yeah, would you kill me in my 20s, kiss me in my 20s, or marry me in my 20s, and then so on with the rest? Kiss, marry, or kill. One for each of them.
Okay. Well.
Because I know my answer for myself.
20s, I kill you.
Okay. So 30s or 40s, do you kiss or marry? Which one? Which one for which? John's never played this before, clearly.
No. No. Okay. No. No. Well, why am I gotta answer it?
Because she asked you.
I don't marry guys. But I had to. Fine, I'll marry you in your 20s, kiss you in your 30s, and take you out now. Put you out of your misery because you're almost at that time.
Like,
No, I got brochures ready for a nursing home for you. Just like my dad. You go into Green Acres. They'll treat you.
Green Acres is the place.
Hey, and guess what? Guess what? Wednesday is pudding night. So you can do your podcast from there, having some pudding.
Did you know one of the samples from Groove is in the Heart by D Light is from Green Acres, the TV show?
All right.
Yeah, I did not know that until recently. But kiss, marry, kill for me, for 20s, 30s, or 40s me. Kill 20s me. Kiss 30s me. Marry 40s me. 20s me was an asshole. I fucking hate that guy. I say it all the time. Me in my 20s, I don't know who the fuck that guy was.
Me in my 20s, I was a little bitch. I'm still am.
I wore my Scotty Doesn't Know t-shirt to the show we did at Mohawk a couple of weeks ago, the Doping the Void show.
Scotty doesn't know it.
I have a Scotty Doesn't Know.
Johnny doesn't know.
I mean, 20s me before I met my second wife,
You know,
maybe. 20s me after I met, fuck that guy.
I missed the 20s me. I mean, because I had more hair. So I miss being. I wish I could go back in time and stay in the 20s forever.
I guess I do kind of miss having hair, but that's.
That was the only time I missed the 20s.
I guess I kind of miss having hair. Yeah, I no 20s me, especially like once I got in that relationship with my second ex-wife. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. That guy was a dick. Like, I was cool to my friends. I've always been cool to my friends. Greg can tell you, but
That
as
one
far
guy
as
still has to kiss your feet.
oh fucking yeah, Greg can tell you all about that too. Fuck, he was there for that whole fucking thing. Oh my god, the fucking Greg knows. You say dude has to kiss my feet. Greg knows exactly what you're talking about. Oh man. So yeah, teenage me wasn't that fucking great either. Fuck. Jesus.
Oh no.
He knows.
He
I told you he knows.
I heard about the story.
I've told him, yeah.
A bunch of times.
Oh man, that was the night of that fucking big fucking like Sabres Flyers brawl where everybody got involved. Like
Oh, shit.
Rob Ray fought 6 fucking people and didn't get kicked out of the game.
That dude was a beast back then. That was the Brock Lesnar of the NHL.
Yeah,
Rob Ray. He
Oh,
didn't
man.
take shit for. He loved fighting. That's all about him.
We went to this dude's house because he challenged us to a wrestling match, and we fucking just showed up. And she saw his mom saw the big dude that was with us, and she just goes, "Mike, he's doing chores." And then we hear her yelling at him as we're leaving. "You're not going in the backyard and doing that wrestling thing." So we just went back to my house. We watched The Simpsons, and then the Sabres game came on. And this Sabres game was between the Sabres and the Flyers, and like Hasek and Snow got into it, or was it Shields? It might have been Shields. And Snow got into it, and like Rob Ray just fought the fucking all 5 skaters and the goalie, and wasn't one of the players kicked out of the game. Just insane! What an insane night that was. That game. We had this kid we were in school with texting us. He'd never watched a hockey game before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Shields. He had never watched a hockey game before, and he's like, "Guys, there's gonna be a big fight." So we flipped on the game, like, "Nah, man, that was just a body check." And then all of a sudden, it's like, "Oh shit, no, there's a huge fucking fight about to happen."
And you went back to school the next day and told the kid, "Oh, you forfeit." And I got.
Oh, we made him cry. The teacher made Greg stay after so that like they wouldn't get into it after school on the way home. So,
Hi, Greg. What's up, buddy?
well, he's saying hi to John Johnson, who's in the chat now.
John Johnson.
He said, "Hey guys."
Oh, John Johnson. Hi, buddy. So you gotta be more Pacific. You're saying hi.
Well,
to John.
that's John with an H. You're John without an H.
Oh, yeah, I'm John
Even though our Instagram video
J-O-N.
last week had you with an H.
Yep. Hi.
Which I was told that was a great way to market the Green Jello show, was
Yes.
to tear your leg hairs out with gaff
So I
tape.
better get used to it.
So yeah.
This time Jill has to bring her waxing.
Oh,
Make
yeah.
it even more brutal.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
every time Greg puts in a show, we're gonna do waxing.
Yeah, I saw. Greg Burt was working the door the other day, and he's just. I was talking about. Yeah, we were plugging the show. He said we got like 2 online sales with our promo code. I'm like, yeah, we weren't pushing that at all. We were just literally just
Joking
like,
around.
come to the show, and we got people coming to the show, and
I was shocked. I went outside just to grab something from my car, and there's a freaking huge line. I was like, where did this come from? I only thought like maybe like 10 people would show up, but this was packed. I was like, holy shit.
I was standing outside when Bill Manspeaker pulled up, got out of his car.
I felt like I was in a signed band.
It's like fucking God stepping out of the fucking car, standing there when Bill Manspeaker steps out. He just steps out, and he's like,
when we were
like he's fucking Superman or something. You know?
When me and Nick were turning down my kit at the end of the night, he came up. He was talking to us, Bill.
Yeah.
What he did when he lived in Buffalo,
Yeah.
like where he lived and all that.
Well,
Like,
Kirsten's in the chat now. We were talking about
Hi.
how grateful we were to be able to crash at your place, and how awesome your photos
love.
came out.
much love.
So yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, like I said, I went back and Bill's just packing up, just by himself, packing up the punk rock puppet head. So I'm like, you want help? It's like, no, this is my Zen. I'm good. Like, all right, cool. And you know,
Yeah, no, he's a really nice guy though.
Really, I mean, you're killing the illusion because on stage he's just yelling at everybody.
He's not like, oh, he's mean. He's a horrible person.
I didn't get on stage for Korn. I was in the fucking 300s for that show. I couldn't get fucking floor. That was my first show not on the floor.
Corbin, it's all about the bass in that band.
I was watching the video yesterday because a couple of days ago was the anniversary of my first show, which Greg took me to, which was Metallica with Corrosion of Conformity at the Marine Midland Arena. And so there's a video on there, and I'm just like, if it was shot from the other side, you would very clearly see me and Greg and Anthony and Jay and all the people we were there with. He's still mad about fucking, yeah, no, I'm fucking pissed about having seats for that fucking Korn show. Still to this day, 20 fucking something years later. But yeah, I was watching the video and I'm just like, James is, oh yeah, so fucking what? I'm I'm right here somewhere. I can't, it's the back of my head though, so I don't know what the fuck I even looked like then. I was like 15. My friends, my buddy I went to Detroit with was getting tired because getting tired of hearing this because every time I met somebody new at the shows, I was telling them the story of Greg shows up at my house with the tickets for this Metallica show, March 25th, 1997, and he says, I said, "Oh, cool, man. Where are our seats?" And he goes, "Seats? What do you mean seats? No, we got general admission. We're on the floor. We go wherever we want." I had no idea what that meant until I basically got there, and he told me, when you get inside, grab onto the guardrail, do not let go, or you will die. Best advice I have ever gotten to this day. Thank you, Greg. And so when Metallica came to Buffalo a couple of years ago, Greg wanted to go. He wanted to go with me and my cousin. He'd been saying he wanted to go with me and my cousin, right? And he goes, he goes, I need to buy a car, but I'm going to screw that. I'm going to buy Metallica tickets. But then he decided to go with the car. So I'm like, dude, I got the money. So I surprised him with the tickets. So I was like, dude, I got you Metallica tickets. Just pay me back before the show, right? He goes, oh, awesome, man. Where are our seats? And I go, dude, I've been waiting 25 years for this. Like, I've been waiting 25 years for this. What do you mean seats? We're in general admission. We're on the floor. We go wherever we want. And then Greg's buddy went home with a couple extra t-shirts because some girl fucking dropped her t-shirts. She was being so fucking rude that none of us were like, no, you should give those back. We're just like, yeah, fucking keep them. She's a bitch.
There you go.
She was being so fucking rude, just pushing her way through. She dropped 2 t-shirts. So Greg picked one. I think Greg's buddy picked one up, and I don't know if he kept both of them or if he gave one to like somebody else that was with us. But like, it's like, all right, free t-shirt. That's her own fault. She could, if she was nicer, I would have been like, go fucking give that back to her. You know. Not that I'm advocating picking people's things up that they drop and pocketing them, but when they're rude about it, fuck them. But yeah, dude, Greg, you've been saying you wanted to go with us for like ever since you saw I went to San Francisco. So I was like, I got to make this happen. Like I wouldn't be doing all this. Like I wouldn't have seen Metallica fucking 9 times in the last 2 years if you didn't take me to that first one, you know? So, I gave one to the guy that showed him. Yeah, that's what it was. I knew he gave one to somebody. Yeah, she was so rude, man. She was just like, she just pushed her way through. It's like, all right, well, if you're going to be like that, fuck you, you know?
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit, I want to fucking see Limp Bizkit again,
Yeah,
too.
Limp Bizkit, hell yeah.
I saw that one. I saw Limp Bizkit. John wanted to say, thanks, Joe, for liking my tribute jersey to one of my best friends, David, who just passed away. It's good to have the best people like you and John around. Dude, of course, man. Like,
Of course.
I mean, we know. We understand. So, you know, we know what you're going through, man, and we're you know,
We're here for you.
we're here, and you know, we know what that patch means on that jersey. You know, we understand. So, Absolutely, 100%. Not you're very welcome. I just remember I saw Limp Bizkit one time, right? And it was like Limp Bizkit. It was no, what the fuck show was this?
You saw him.
It was Limp Bizkit Exhibit.
You saw him at WrestleMania.
I did see him. You're right. I did see him twice. I saw him with Brian from Korn at WrestleMania.
Have you seen him with Wes?
Yeah, well, this is the show I'm talking about was with Wes. This was it was right after I think Significant Other. Was it Eminem? Okay, but I just remember being at this show, and they had a runway that came out from the stage. So
yeah,
what you don't think about with the runway is that the guardrail comes to a point, and where I was standing, the guardrail point was right here, and then Fred goes, everybody come down everybody in the seats come down. Security, don't try and stop them. Everybody come down. So I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm gonna fucking get impaled here. And then I glance over to the other side of the runway, and I just see Greg like, and I'm like, hey!
Did it leave a mark?
No. Anger Management 2001, yeah, that sounds about right. Was that Papa Roach and Ludacris? That show? Was that same show? Because I know I remember seeing like Papa Roach and Ludacris, and one of them blew out the mic, so the other one was pissed.
It's good to see him and Wes.
There it is, Limp Bizkit, Eminem, Papa Roach, and Exhibit. And where the fuck did I see Ludacris?
I want to see.
Because I know I saw Luda on a show too, and I'm pretty sure Exhibit was also on that show, and Eminem. Ludacris was the year after. Okay.
That commercial I showed you last week was funny as hell.
Dude, I fucking love Ludacris. Like, that show was amazing.
Yeah. I didn't think he was still doing music.
It was great to see him on the Super Bowl, man. Like, I was like, okay, I got home just in time to watch the halftime show.
Thanks, bud.
And like, as Usher's playing and they get into I'm like, oh shit, Luda might be on this. Oh shit, Luda might be on this. And then Luda comes out, yes, fucking Ludacris.
The big ass shoes.
Like, yes, Ludacris, my outfit ridiculous. And but yeah, man, like, so the year after was Ludacris then. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so the Limp Bizkit show was like my third time seeing Papa Roach in the span of like 4 months. Mm-hmm. I didn't own Infest at the time, and I knew every fucking song on that album when I finally got it because I'd seen them so many times.
I gotta agree with Greg there. Dr. Dre and Eminem.
Super Bowl was better?
Yeah.
I usually don't like the Super Bowl halftime performances. Like, I've seen people say, oh, Metallica should do this. And I'm like, no, I don't want Metallica to do this because it'll suck. Like, and I was really looking forward to the Dr. Dre Eminem thing. I was a little disappointed, be honest. Really? I liked I liked Usher's, but I'm not like super into Usher. So I think it was just like, oh, this is pretty cool. Like I'm just watching it like, oh, I know this song. Oh, hey, I know this song too. But Eminem and Dr. Dre, I'm just like, like there's no fucking life to it because it's all fucking I mean, I'm not saying they lip synced because they didn't. Mm-hmm. But it's like, it's so overproduced for me that it's just kind of.
They didn't show a lot of Eminem.
Just the whole thing was like, and this has been the case for years, where the whole thing is just overproduced. Like, I haven't liked up until really this year, I haven't really liked a Super Bowl halftime show since Prince. So
really,
yeah, like I always look forward to it because like, oh, this is gonna be good, and then it's just like, it's okay. Mm. I'm glad they had I'm glad they got their moment, and I'm glad like hip hop finally got a chance to shine at the
maybe next year
biggest biggest night of music or whatever they call it, right? But Greg's right. Metallica can fill the arena by themselves. They don't need to do a Super Bowl. Like
maybe they'll ask Taylor Swift to come back. Like
the Super Bowl is. I don't remember where the Super Bowl was this year, but I'm pretty sure I saw Metallica in that stadium. So Michael Jackson did play the Super. So we'll talk about this when we come back. Remind me to talk about Michael Jackson and the Super Bowl.
All right.
And why Michael Jackson played the Super Bowl when we come back.
Okay.
Right now, we're going to talk about local music, because that's what we're supposed to do here. And coming up Friday at Mohawk Place, it's Emu Desu, Bighorn Sheep, Theory of Rock, The Finality Complex, Ace Alone, and Nurse Joyful. That's a Photo City Presents show. Friday, March 29th, $10 pre-sale tickets, $15 day of the show. 18 plus with ID. No ID, no entry. Doors open at 6 p.m. at Mohawk Place, 47 East Mohawk Street here in Buffalo. It's going to be a good show. And we're going to play a track from the Finality Complex. It's called Pass Away on All WNY. Think So Joe Show. That was the Finality Complex, the song called Pass Away on all WNY Think So Joe show. Laura wants weather. Are you going to give her weather?
I'm still trying to figure out my new phone.
Yeah, John doesn't know how to use phones
No.
or read.
You'd be surprised sometimes what I can read.
Like when we're sitting at Jim's truck stop and Nick was like, read this, and you're like, Mississippi, and we're like, you read that? It was written backwards because it was like we were on the opposite side of the window that it was on. Mm-hmm. We're like, should we just write everything backwards for you now?
Yes, maybe you should. Maybe I'll ask a backwards reader.
Does John know how to use anything? He knows how to use drums a little bit. And even now, he's still going to go get more lessons.
Mm-hmm. This Saturday, John's starting drum lessons. I'm going to figure that out. Anyways, all right, here's your weather report. Oh, wow, okay, cool. So, the lowest today was 37 degrees, with the highest today is 52 degrees. 69% chance of rain.
Nice.
Yeah. So, tomorrow, for Tuesday, high will be 42 degrees, with the lowest will be 33 degrees. 10% chance of snow.
Jeez.
Yeah. But don't worry, Friday is looking up perfectly well. The high is 42 degrees, the low is 31 degrees. Clear as day sky. Clear, no rain, nothing. Sunny, so that snow won't even last. And then for the next couple days, Saturday, we'll go up to 46, 54, 49. So it's going to get a lot warmer now. But for Saturday going through Tuesday next week, rain. Fortunately. That's a bummer. And the rest, rain, snow, rain. But it's going to be in the 40s and 50s. So that's all I got for that forecast. And it's sponsored by the ThinkSoJoE show. So, yeah, I think I'm done here. So, it's been your awful weather report hosted by Sean. Anyway, back to you, ThinkSoJoE.
Yeah, anyway, so we were talking before the break. My buddy Greg mentioned Michael Jackson playing the Super Bowl halftime show. So here's why Michael Jackson got picked to do the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
Do you remember the TV show In Living Color?
Oh, yeah, I love that show.
Of course you do, because it launched the career of like Jim Carrey and Damon Wayans and the Wayans brothers.
I'm not stupid, I'm stupid.
Yeah, you were referencing it the other day. Absolutely. So in my dates might be off here because I'm going off the top of my head here.
Okay.
If you want it accurate, there is a things you might not know video about it that I did. So, but I want to say 1990. No, because it was the Bills and the Giants was the Michael Jackson one. So in 1990. No, it was the Bills and the Cowboys were the Michael Jackson. I can't remember. So I'm gonna throw dates out there. I think they're right. I could be wrong. But in '92, during the Super Bowl, In Living Color. It was the year the Bills. So that would be 1990. I don't know. The Bills lost 4 fucking years in a row. I can't keep this shit straight. Okay.
They've been to the Super Bowl 4 times
and lost.
Not surprised.
All right in a row.
Not
and
surprised.
Bills fans will tell you, oh, but nobody else has ever made it 4 years in a row. I'm like, yeah, but nobody's ever lost 4 years in a row either, so. Anyway.
Yeah.
So one of the years the Bills went to the Super Bowl, during the halftime show, In Living Color did a live broadcast on Fox. This is before Fox got the NFL license, right? So Fox didn't have any investment in the Super Bowl interest. So they did a counter programming to the Super Bowl halftime show, which that year was Gloria Estefan and like a tribute to the 1992 Olympics. Maybe is that right? Yeah, that sounds right. So it had to be 92. So I think it was like a tribute to the 1992 Olympics, and Gloria Estefan were the Super Bowl halftime show, and Fox countered with In Living Color live. So they had like Men On and, the Homeboy Shopping Network and all that stuff, right? And like over 1 million people changed the channel and watched Fox, watched In Living Color, instead of sticking around for Gloria Estefan and the salute to the 1992 Winter Olympics. So the following year, the NFL is like, we got to do something about this. We don't want that to happen again. We don't want to lose a quarter of our viewership. So we got to get a big halftime show. So they approached Michael Jackson, who was the biggest fucking star in the world back then. And they went to Michael Jackson. They said, we want you to play the Super Bowl halftime show. He said, okay, I'll do it for $1 million. And they said, we're not paying you $1 million. We don't pay for the Super Bowl halftime performers. And to this day, they don't. They do not pay the Super Bowl halftime performers, which is not entirely a bad thing. And we'll talk about that in a second. But so they compromise. They say, we're not going to pay you the $1 million, but we will give you a free ad for your charity, and we'll make a contribution to your charity. So the Heal the World Foundation got money from the NFL, and also got a free Super Bowl ad, which, I don't know what it cost then, but nowadays those things cost like $3 million, right? So for 30 seconds. So Michael Jackson comes out, does this epic halftime performance, and the Bills go on to lose the Super Bowl. And Michael Jackson's album that was out at the time, Dangerous, ends up selling a shit ton more copies in the week following. So Super Bowl performers don't get paid for their halftime shows, but their album sales fucking skyrocket after the Super Bowl halftime show. Damn it, John.
You gotta be better at this.
But that is why Michael Jackson played the Super Bowl halftime show, and that's why every year now you get these huge star-studded performances like, Jennifer Lopez and Shakira. Here's the Who. Here's fucking
The Who?
Didn't the Who do it? I'm pretty sure the Who played it. Anyway, the Who, the fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers and Bruno Mars and
Britney Spears and Aerosmith.
And
NSYNC.
Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson, which is the reason YouTube exists, if you can believe that.
With the boop pops out or something.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is the reason that YouTube exists, is because of that halftime performance of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
So the story goes that during that Super Bowl halftime performance, they're playing that one Justin Timberlake song. I can't think of the name of the song off the top of my head. Rock Your Body. They're playing Rock Your Body, and he goes, I'm going to have you naked by the end of the song, and he accidentally rips off a part of her top, and her boob is exposed. And some nerd somewhere is like, I can't find a good video of this anywhere online, a good quality video of this. And because he couldn't find a good quality video of Janet Jackson being exposed at the Super Bowl, he went and started YouTube. This is a true story. YouTube exists because of Janet Jackson's boob at the Super Bowl. True story, 100%. So you're learning on this show.
Yeah.
This is
education.
Some of these things have been on things you might not know. Now I'm getting ideas for things you might not know coming up season 3. But yeah, that's all Super Bowl halftime. But all these major Super Bowl halftime shows all go back to In Living Color.
That's crazy.
Because 1 million fucking people tuned over to Fox to watch In Living Color, including me. I distinctly remember that Super Bowl being on, and I was like, I'm watching In Living Color. I flipped the channel. And I watched In Living Color, and then the next year they're like, here's Michael Jackson.
Oh man.
So and then that so technically you can trace back YouTube to that In Living Color live broadcast during the 1992 Super Bowl.
I don't have to check that out. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's 100% true. In Living Color is the reason you have huge Super Bowl halftime shows, and huge Super Bowl halftime shows are why you have YouTube.
Because some nerd.
Some nerd wanted to see Janet Jackson's boob in clearer definition than what you could get on fucking Real Player or whatever was available at the time.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm going to start my own video service.
There you go.
So there you go.
Gotta
Yeah.
start somewhere.
Janet Jackson's boob is the reason YouTube exists. Absolutely 100% true story.
True story.
Laura wants to know, John, how do you use a DVD player?
I have no clue. You just pop it in, use the remote, press play. There you go.
Exactly. You got it right. That's exactly how you do use a DVD player.
Or you could do the John Madden way, right? Draw a circle with the DVD player, and then right arrow where it goes in.
I just bought a DVD. I bought a DVD last night of the Metallica Cunning Stunts video release from the Load tour, which was my first tour seeing Metallica. Mm-hmm. And I also may have bought a T-shirt from that tour this morning on Metallica because they were selling it on Metallica's site and like 20% off 20th Century tees. Like, oh. And then I went on there, and they didn't have any of the ones I had back in the 90s, but they had all the ones that my buddy Greg had. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, man, like, I wish they had the Fixer one, but I'm going to buy this King Nothing t-shirt. So I got a Metallica Load Era t-shirt coming now. Super excited about that, because I miss my fucking... I have been looking. Every now and then, I'm looking for the shirt that I had from that first Metallica show in 97, which was... picture of the band and it says Metallica on the front, and then on the back it says Metallica real big on the back, and then it's got the tour dates, and at the bottom it says on the load again 96 97, and that shirt is going for anywhere from like 75 to like $150, and none of them are in any good of condition.
No.
So to be fair, like I saw a shirt that I own at Timeless Babes in way worse condition than I got it, and I got mine at the thrift store for like $10. She was asking like $180 for it.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't blame her, because that's what those shirts go for. So, get your money back up.
Okay.
They had the one that I really want to get, which is the Metallica Fixer t-shirt. Because I wore that shirt fucking everywhere. I've got the sticker on my first guitar of that t-shirt, and like it goes for so much money, and they had it at Timeless for $175. And I'm like, and it was in my size. And I'm like, I cannot spend $175 on an already falling apart t-shirt. No matter how much I want it. So I've been waiting for them to put that one back out, but they at least put the King Nothing shirt from the Load tour back up. It doesn't have like tour dates on it. It never did, but Greg used to have that shirt back in the 90s. Also had, but like there's so many shirts on that Metallica sale right now where it's like, oh, there's the Four Horsemen shirt Greg had. Oh, there's the Sad But True shirt Greg had, But yeah, so I ordered a vintage Metallica t-shirt.
How many t-shirts do you own from the band?
I have no idea.
Lost count.
Oh, yeah. Well, I try to get shirts now whenever I go to shows, because there were some shows I didn't get shirts from. I didn't get a shirt in Boston. I didn't get a shirt the last time I saw him in Buffalo before the stadium a couple of years ago. I didn't even get a shirt there. Actually, I did, but it wasn't like it didn't have the date on it.
Yeah.
But I ended up getting a Buffalo t-shirt because they didn't get them in time to sell them at the show, so they put them up on the website.
Yeah.
So I've got that one that looks like it looks like the Bills logo that I have to like defend myself every time I wear it, because people are like, you don't even like the Bills. I'm like, it's not a Bills t-shirt. It's a Metallica t-shirt. See, it says Metallica. This is not a Bills logo.
Yeah, we're not Bills fans, fortunately. People. Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, and then I didn't get one in Pittsburgh because they were all sold out of my size by the time I got to the merch table. I couldn't even get my size from the fucking bootlegger outside. So I never got a shirt from Pittsburgh, but I have both guitar picks from Pittsburgh and Buffalo, actually. Thanks to my friend Dennis, I have the second one from Pittsburgh. You know what he wanted for that other Pittsburgh guitar pick? And let me tell you, when Metallica throws out these picks at the end of the night, these picks go for like $120 on eBay. Mm-hmm. You want to know what my buddy Dennis texted me? He said, I got a pick for you. I said, what do you want for it? You know what he charged me?
What's that?
A Living Brain Dead t-shirt. For his daughter.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, he was like, my daughter wants the I think it was like the Gay Pride Brain Dead shirt. I was like, all right, cool. So I ordered it for him. So for like $20, I got this second Pittsburgh guitar pick. I also got, and then I got one from the New York shows when I saw them last year in August, and then I got one from the Detroit shows because they were so similar. I didn't want to buy one from each night. But it was like, these shirts are cool and all, and if you put them like side by side, they make one picture. Yeah. But because they make one picture, they're very similar. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, I got a shirt from Detroit, I got a shirt from New York. I don't need the other shirt from New York and Detroit and spend another $45 each show, you know? Laura wants to know, John, name 3 countries you don't want to visit.
Australia, because they got big-ass spiders. I've seen videos of the size of the spiders they got, and I don't know, I want to be part of that. So if you book a show in Australia, count me out. You call Bryce, call any other drummer, I won't be there. Wherever the clown hotel is, I don't want to go there. I don't know where that is, and if tell me where that is, I won't be there. Okay, so I'll minus that one out. So Australia. I don't know. Buffalo.
Buffalo. Buffalo's not a country, John.
I know, it's a city. Australia's not a country either, is it?
Kinda. It's like a country, a subcontinent. I don't know.
See, I didn't pay attention in school.
Yeah, neither did I. So
country. You know more countries than me. Oh, I hate when you do this shit. Can you bleep me out? You got the bleeping thing?
Yes, I can actually. Let me find it. Somewhere. Oh, there it is.
No, stupid.
Australia is in Oceania, so yes.
Oh, hi, kitty.
Still got the mic on. He's saying hi to the cat. Anyway. Laura says, John, I'll be working in New York State next month. What advice would you give?
Oh, best advice? Go back home.
That is some good advice.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, New York State outside of New York City is not that great. Not saying I don't love Buffalo and Rochester and Syracuse. I definitely am. I am not a fan of Amsterdam, New York, because I got stuck there for a couple hours last year, but with nothing to do except hang out with Fish fans. The band Fish. I told you about that, didn't I? My train got delayed, and everybody on the train was going to the Fish shows in New York City.
Yeah, you told me that.
But New York City is one of my favorite fucking places on the planet. Can't wait to go back. Less Than Jake's coming there. No, Interrupters are coming there. I tagged you in their post yesterday.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it.
I tagged it because they're not coming here, but they're coming to like Pittsburgh. They're coming to New York.
Nobody comes to Buffalo.
Dude, a lot of these tours, like, they're not even coming to New York State, let alone Buffalo.
Like the older bands, like I found out Warren's coming here.
I mean, you told me before it came on the air that Stray Cats are coming here.
Yeah, I gotta go to Stray Cats.
Gotta go see the Stray Cats.
Screw the Gym Blossoms. I'm sorry.
I was watching the acoustic practice that Jill and I did the other night. I completely forgot I did the Stray Cats thing during that.
Yeah, you did. You seen that.
That would have been such a good show. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to make up for it at the Evening Star on April 13th when we play with XM Priory again. And we'll actually be there this time. And also, so will City Divide.
City Divide, our boys.
City Divide. They're playing their first show April 13th, and they're headlining. So
They're sick.
they just released a new song. I should have played it. I didn't think about it. I forgot about it until just now. They just
That's
released
all
a new
right.
song. Well, we're promoting shows.
John.
Come,
Sorry.
go ahead.
John, are Undertaker and Kane brothers? No.
Yeah, I was watching Raw the other night, and Michael Cole was like, "Oh, Jimmy and Jey Uso are going to be the third set of real brothers," and I'm like, wait, did they just admit that the Undertaker being Kane's brother is fake?
It is fake.
I know
been
it's fake, but geez, kayfabe, man.
Cole just sells it down the line. I'm a coal miner.
Cole's the fucking Ricochet match is on, and he goes, "He's as fast as a puma." I'm like, I see what you did there.
As fast as a puma.
Like, I get that reference. I see what you did there. I was about to jump on Twitter and be like, "Did you hear what Michael Cole just said?" And then I realized I was watching it at like fucking midnight because I was at the fucking songwriter. I was at a songwriters convention, not convention, but songwriters meeting a Monday night when Raw was on.
I wish I was in the ring with Dom and said, "You got knocked the fuck out
Yeah, he did.
by a chick."
Dude, that was a fucking the slow mo replay. And you just see his fucking jaw just.
I'm sure Rey Mysterio loved that.
Oh yeah, sure. Anyway, not a wrestling podcast.
No, we're not. We're not. No,
man.
no. Never watched wrestling my whole life.
Anyway, yeah, like the last time you and I were in Rochester together wasn't for a fucking wrestling show.
No. I just thought I'd go there with a broken foot.
Yeah. Hey, at least you were able to drive home this time instead of
this
us
time.
having to be like, "Hey, do you guys want to give us a ride home?
That's true.
We don't
That's
want to wait
true.
on the side of the road for this fucking bus because there's no
I'm
bus
kind of
station
glad
anymore."
because I got a migraine. We didn't drive home that night.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, no, we fucking...
My head was killing me.
We're all just fucking sitting there just joking around for like an hour after we got to Kirsten's house before we finally went to bed, and then we're all still fucking joking around after the lights are out.
It was good though. We all bonded.
Oh yeah.
It was good. It was fun.
No,
It's good not to be all like pissed off.
there's nobody I would rather do any of this with than you guys. Like, I fucking love this. This is just...
Joe was like, I claim the futon. That's it. You just put your bags there. You're good.
I didn't claim shit. You guys all took everything else. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll take the futon.
It was comfortable when I got up
Oh,
there.
fuck
with
yeah,
it.
it was comfortable. I got
I
a good
should've-
night's sleep.
Jill couldn't sleep. Oh, she tried.
I kept having
Right.
dreams about, like, trying to tell myself not to snore. So I don't know if
I
I
usually
snore.
talk in my sleep, but you guys didn't get to hear that. Jill does.
I was so worried I was going to snore and keep you guys awake.
There's been times I passed out. Or like I talk in my sleep. Like, my mom would hear me have a conversation.
My second ex-wife will tell you I talk in my sleep. So I'm glad I didn't snore or talk in my sleep or anything like this. So I'm just... But yeah, I got a pretty good night's sleep. So for the couple hours we slept.
Anyway.
Coming up this Friday night...
More music.
Yeah, more music. Well, coming up this Friday night, unfortunately, this is like the last like rock show at Stamps.
Oh, really?
And the second to last show overall at Stamps. And part of me was like, I kind of want to go, but I don't really want to go because then I got to go out to Stamps and I got to get home and like, I've already said, I got to say goodbye to Stamps really in a really satisfying way Sunday night, playing with Yellow Sauce and going out
Yeah.
that way and seeing, dude, like, I took a picture. I don't know if you saw this picture. It's a fucking walrus like dancing in a sea of balloons while Wasted Reject is playing.
I didn't know Paul Heyman was in town.
Not that walrus. Anyway. And I'm just like, where else but Stamps are you going to see a walrus dancing in a sea of balloons to Wasted Reject? And I think your buddy Adam got some good shots of the walrus. I saw
Adam
him
was
taking
there?
pictures. Oh, yeah, I saw him taking pictures.
Oh,
I
man.
saw him a couple of weeks before that, too. I saw him at the Doping the Void show. He was with Adam from Frostbelt.
That's my dude.
Yeah, I've seen him twice in the last couple of weeks. But anyway, so Gimme Gimme,
Yeah.
which is the Me First and the Gimme Gimmes tribute band,
yep. They
again,
kick ass.
makes sense. They are amazing. Don't get me wrong, they are amazing. But I would never have the idea to be a tribute band to a cover band.
Yeah.
I-
How do you make them a tribute band playing cover music?
But they're fucking awesome. You saw them with me at Music Is Art. I've seen
yeah,
them
they were
before, and they're just incredible. They do an awesome job. They are playing at Stamps the Bar. Now I was like debating whether or not I wanted to go to this. Then I found out that Shambles is also on this bill. They're not on the event page. But I saw earlier that they are playing this show, which is why we're going to play Shambles in just a second. 3/5 of Gimme Gimme are proud to call themselves Ken Morons and have a venue nearby they can call a second home, Stamps, the bar in Tonawanda. 10-ish bucks or so at the door. I didn't see if it was 18 or 21. I don't know. It might be on the flyer. Let me see. Oh, there it is with very special guest Shambles. And it says, so long and thanks for all the stamps. So no information about when the show starts. But so long and thanks for all the stamps this Friday night at Stamps with our boys Shambles, who are probably not playing this song because they're probably doing covers. Because that would make sense for opening for Gimme Gimme. And I'm actually a little jealous that Shambles gets to play Stamps one last time after I did. So, but this is Shambles. The song is called Shellfish on LWNY. ThinkSoJoE Show. That was Shambles on all WNY ThinkSoJoE show. I can't see shit with these gimme glasses on.
Ooh, give me a ooh yeah.
Ooh, yeah, except these aren't Macho Man glasses. I have those up there too somewhere. Actually, I think they're in the box, but still.
That's so scary. It's so good. That is so scary.
See, you got that migraine during Green Jello, so when they did Three Little Pigs, instead of calling out Rambo, you missed it. They called out Macho Man Randy Savage
Yeah,
to take care of the big bad wolf.
I felt like a sledgehammer hitting me in the head. Pounding
Oh,
me.
that was a long fucking night, dude. But yeah, check out Gimme on Friday night at Stamps. So long and thanks for all the stamps is what they're calling the show. I got to find out what time that actually is happening so I can try and go. I have so much fucking work to do and I am behind on it, and I'm still gonna go to the show because Shambles.
We should get glasses made like that.
What happened?
We should get glasses made like that.
I don't know where they got them done. We can ask.
I wore them on stage.
I got these at Tudor when they played with Urban Achievers. It was like the Bring Back Warped Tour night or whatever the fuck. And it was the first time I saw Gimme. I'm like, this makes no sense, but they're good, so it's okay.
This chat died.
What happened?
This chat.
Yeah, it did. It usually dies around this time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Tune to our show.
we did the one last Stamps show the other day, and one last Sunday show at Stamps. We Were Blank were on that show, The Impurity, Astrabula, Wasted Reject, Yellow Sauce, bunch of people. Allie Burns was on that show. First time I saw her in 7 fucking years. And so I got to just, and like Cam showed up, Greg was working the door, Jen was not working, but she showed up. Nick from XM Priory showed up. I'm just hanging out with everybody. It's just one big fucking family reunion, you know? Like last time we're all gonna be at this fucking bar that we fucking love and call home and like, you know, have songs about when you're, you know, if you're in Yellow Sauce. So
We'll never get to do the barbecue.
not at Stamps, we won't. Don Roth, who is a regular patron of Stamps, and also a fantastic musician. We have him on a Good Things event show coming up in April. He came up to me when I was blowing up the balloons, and he goes, "Let me guess, these balloons are for Yellow Sauce." And I said, "Sure are." And he goes, "Yeah, this one time I played their CD release, and there were all these balloons, and they just put the balloons on my keyboard." I'm like, "Yeah, Don, I know. I'm in Yellow Sauce. I was there." Like I was the one who blew up the balloons. Like I'm aware. So, but yeah, that was. And then we didn't have to pop the balloons because everybody who was watching the Impurity popped them all. They didn't pop them in garbage cans, so the sound guy or the door guy, one of the two, they're up there on the stage just grabbing up all the fucking balloon, like, you know, popped balloons and throwing them in the garbage. I'm like, you know, I would help you with that. I'm trying to help you with that, but I'm also trying to let these guys get their shit off the stage first, you know. But yeah, no, it was a good time, man. It was, you know, very bittersweet.
You didn't get any sleep, did you?
Dude, I got home at like 11:30, and I was at Stamps at 2:30. So I fell, and I was trying to get to Stamps sooner, but I dozed off at the desk. I woke up, I'm like, shit, I wanted to leave already. So I got my shit together, I went to Stamps, and I blew up all these balloons. And just like the artists are starting to, the other bands are starting to show up, and they're like seeing the machine, and like a lot of them hadn't seen the machine, so they're like, oh, that's way better than blowing up balloons. So I'm just standing there having conversations with everybody, just like yeah, we you know, we used to just recruit people from the bands to do it. Like fucking, I distinctly remember Ant from XM Priory one time when we booked them at Stamps, and we're like, hey, you want to help? He says, I got asthma, but sure. And so he's trying to blow up the fucking balloons. And I'm like, dude, don't, just make sure you can still play later. Like, Don't kill yourself here. But yeah, it was a good time, man. Just lots of balloons and lots of people, lots of good people. Went to Colosso. I was hanging out with a dude I know from Facebook. We were just talking about like basically everything, you know. But yeah, very bittersweet to find out that it's most likely not coming back as a concert venue. Really sucks. Sucks we're losing all these places we love, man. Like fucking Michael's. That sucks.
Son of a bitch.
That's where 20-something me would take girls on dates.
Took my grandma there. What,
I took your grandma there once too. No, I'm kidding.
Took her 2 weeks ago. It was just like a couple weeks ago. Grandpa?
I remember one time. I was either like 19 or 20 at this point, and I was dating this girl, and we went to Michael's, and it's the middle of winter, and you know neither one of us drove at that point.
I had my first kiss there.
I did not. I had my first kiss in the Tops parking lot on Grand Island. But anyway, I just remember like it's snowing, and this is back when like everybody wore Jankos.
Yeah.
And I just remember like we were going to Michael's and we're walking around Pine Avenue, and I just got like ice building up on my pant leg because I'm wearing my fucking Jankos. But yeah, we went and got food at Michael's. And then I probably bought some Sega Saturn games over at the pawn shop right next to it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Back in Niagara Falls. Back in my hometown, your hometown, our hometown, where we're playing on April 13th with City Divide and XM Priory, our fellow Niagara Fallsians. Niagarians? Niagarians.
Our mutant friends.
I remember, our mutant friends. So I guess Meredith Snow posted today, she said this podcast she listens to did an episode about, called Stuff You Should Know.
Yeah.
Did an episode about Love Canal. And I'm like, do I need to get my lawyers? Because Things You Might Not Know did an episode about Love Canal.
Yeah. You trying to rip off him?
Like you guys, I've heard that show. I like that show, but
Gimmick infringement.
come on, guys. Your name's pretty close to mine, and you're doing the same topics. Come on.
We're on to you.
Yeah, I see you. Stuff You Need to Know, or whatever that podcast is called. I'm actually a little bit bummed I caught up on the podcast that I had been binge listening to, so now I just gotta wait, wait for new episodes to come out. Like I've now listened to every single episode of that show, and I'm just like, I want to listen to more. So now I've been, because like now I'm caught up on all the podcasts I usually listen to. I've been jumping around Krista Makes from Less Than Jake's podcast.
Oh, really?
Which is a music, like a songwriting podcast, basically. Like the other day, I was listening to one. He had the lead singer of Goldfinger on talking about Superman.
Yeah.
And then last night, I was listening to an episode, and then it was like, I saw like John Oates discusses Maneater. I'm like, fuck yeah, click. Like I am definitely listening to John Oates talk about Maneater. And then I listened to Jarrett from Bowling for Soup talk about Girl All the Bad Guys Want.
How it was their career-saving song.
Yeah. Well, Krista Makes this podcast is fucking fascinating. I learn something every time I listen to it. Like the Superman episode, Goldfinger.
Yeah.
I learned that the harmonies on Superman were sung by Aaron Barrett from Real Big Fish. And all the horns were played by the horn section from Real Big Fish. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that until I just listened to that episode. But yeah, Chris's podcast is fantastic. If you like music, and you want to hear like the stories behind the songs that you love, and hear how they were produced, and stories about being in the studio, and I mean, it's not just punk songs he talks about on that show. It's called Krista Makes a Podcast. I actually from the Less Than Jake show right up there. I don't know. You can't see it. It's too far away, I think. But you can see it. I got it from the Less Than Jake show. That's where I found out he had a podcast. They had them all strewn about town ballroom, so I put one in my pocket. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna listen to this. I listened to the Real Big Fish Sellout episode. Was the first, either that one or the All American Rejects Move Along. One of those was the first episode I listened to. But I was also listening last night to the episode about "Roll to Me" by Delamitri. Mm-hmm. You remember that song?
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't like that song.
No.
They weren't going to put it on the album.
Huh.
And he played the demo for his girlfriend, and she was like, "This is a hit." And he's like,
Nice.
"Really?
Nice.
This?" And she goes, "Yeah, that's a hit." And then they had
Nice.
this huge radio hit, but they didn't get any like people coming out to their shows because of it, because it took off on pop radio instead of rock radio, and like the pop music people aren't going out to clubs to see shows.
Yeah.
As opposed to like somebody who's listening to a rock radio station is going to be like, yo, that band that does that song's coming. You want to go check them out? Town Ballroom? Like. So they weren't getting more people at their shows. They sold a lot of records. They made a lot of money, but didn't get a lot of people at their shows. So that's a good podcast to check out. Krista Makes a Podcast.
I'll have to check that out.
And then also, because all the podcasts I listen to are music podcasts.
Yeah.
So there's that one. There's one song with Diallo Riddle with Diallo Riddle and Luxury. They basically will break down all these popular songs and just tell you like all about the production, what instruments were used on them, what drum machines, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
and really give you kind of a history lesson on music in general. So I've really fallen in love with that podcast, and that's which actually I mentioned the Green Acres thing in Groove is in the Heart. That's where I found out, was from that show. Then there's also the ongoing history of new music with Alan Cross, which was if you grew up around here, you might have heard that show on Sunday nights on 102.1 The Edge out of Toronto, Canada. It is available in podcast form, puts out new episodes every week. That is my go-to podcast. So I've been listening to him every week. And then he's also got a new podcast. It's called Uncharted. It is basically a true crime podcast, but for music. Like, the episode on Bjork is terrifying and fascinating at the same time. So, those are some good podcasts if you want to check them out when you're done listening to ours. Because we're almost done.
Yeah, we're almost
10
done.
minutes, you could go do whatever the fuck you want. Mm-hmm. But for now, you pay attention to us.
Because we got a microphone and you don't.
I have a microphone and you don't. So you will listen to every damn word I have to say.
Yes.
I'm sitting with songwriters the other day and we're talking about kind of like the, doing kind of like somebody mentioned, I started writing this song a long time ago and I just picked it up now. So I'm in a different headspace. And my first thought was, you don't know how much I need you. Like, when I wrote this song, I was listening to The Cure a lot. So, I wrote half this song when I was with Linda and half after.
I know that song by heart.
Yeah, me too.
It's like,
But as soon as like that concept of like I wrote half the song before and half the song later, it's like like Adam Sandler in The Fucking Wedding Singer.
Psycho.
I got to hear some amazing musicians asking questions about songs that they are working on, and I was sat right next to the smartest motherfucker in the room. And I'm just sitting here like, I am so glad I wasn't coming to these things when I wrote Shades, because he would have picked that song the fuck apart. By the way, Navigating the Maelstrom, a guide to mosh pit etiquette by ThinkSoJoE, is available now on all your favorite streaming platforms. Go listen. Listen, enjoy, check it out, go stream. Put it on repeat and turn your volume down.
I have a single coming out soon.
Yes, you will. I gotta once I have time to work on it. So, But yes, go put it on Spotify, put it on repeat, turn your volume down, walk away, let it play. Get me some music. Get me some money. Some royalties. Some streaming royalties. Shit, that reminds me, I gotta register that shit on ASCAP. Fuck.
It's too sweet.
I don't think I'm gonna make any fucking royalties off of that shit, but because I'm not gonna try and put it. That song I'm not gonna try and push towards like TV and radio. The shit that I'm doing with my friends, I'm gonna try and push towards TV and radio. I'm gonna try and make us all some money. So I can't wait to hear what you do. I still gotta put guitars and shit to that, but
I'm excited.
I can't wait to hear what you do with your track. I went to the songwriter thing the other night because I asked Sam, hey, what do you think of that beat? And he's like, it needs a little more in the verses. So I went and I'm like, yeah, so the artist said I need a little more in the verses. What do you guys think? And they're like giving me ideas and they're like, you should probably wait till he puts vocals to it and then add to it. Like, oh, okay, cool. And I added some pads to it. It sounds pretty cool. So, I don't know. But yeah, I got, we're going to be doing a bunch of ThinkSoJoE songs, but they're not going to feature me on vocals because that ship has sailed. Which reminds me, you and I still need to do a POTUS song.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that they're not only waiting for you, they're waiting for me too. So
we'll get that to them as soon as possible.
yes. I happened to listen to it the other day and I was like, oh, you know, this would be much better with me saying this line. And then I mentioned it to Leland and he's like, yeah, dude, that's me doing it. It was just a placeholder. I was waiting for you to do them. Like, oh, okay. I guess I'll do them then. So, but they want you to drum on it. So,
I'm down.
yeah.
I'm game.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just kind of chilling, listening to music and listening to, just talking about POTUS stuff and sauce stuff. And we're waiting to find out if we're getting this. We were supposed to have a show the week of the punk rock prom, like the week, like the Thursday after, but it fell through because it was at Timeless Babes. Mm-hmm. So we're hoping that gets rescheduled for Yellow Sauce. Because, everybody needs some yellow sauce in their life. They need to see me sitting on stage reading my book. The Impossible Journey, a folk band, a banana, and a wizard from space.
Bestseller.
By Bob Paul Nana. But yeah, I get to sit on stage and I get to read this and that's, I had so much fun the other day just getting to do that. Playing the banana and all that. Like, somebody, I get off stage and somebody was like, hey, were you the banana? I'm like, nope. He's like, who was? I'm like, I have no idea, dude. He says, you know. I'm like, no, dude, they will not tell me. This is absolutely true. I have no idea who was in the Bob Paul costume. No clue. Ryan and Leland will not tell me.
But they know.
They know. But I don't. I have no idea, and I like it that way. So we're going to keep it that way.
A mystery.
It is a mystery.
Unsolved.
Speaking of mysteries, murder.
Great band.
So
Great band.
I don't believe they're playing originals at this show. My understanding, if I'm reading all this right, is that they are playing songs by bands who influenced them. Mm-hmm. This show is called What Made Us Punk. It's the start of a series. It's from 8 to 10 p.m. at Tudor Lounge on Saturday night. There is no cover. Is it Saturday night? I think it's Saturday night. No, it's Friday night. Friday night at Tudor Lounge. So before karaoke. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. From 8 to 10, there's no cover. What Made Us Punk? They said, what made you punk? Before you start killing yourselves in the comment section, hear us out. That list is so very long with this band, and instead of hashing it out in the comments, which will just be a fleeting moment in between scrolls and swipes, us, the band Murder, plan to show you. We've decided to do a series of shows, a residency of sorts, at the best bar we know that appreciates our type of music, the Tudor Lounge, where we will play you covers that made us the band we are today. The first of this series will be Friday, March 29th. It's early from 8 to 10 p.m., right before karaoke. And because this is a more of a murder punk song initiation for you, there will be no cover charge. March 29th, Murder at the Tudor Lounge. What Made Us Punk series, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., no cover. See you soon. We're going to play an original by Murder, but you could go see them play some of the songs that really influenced them Friday night if you're not at the Gimme Gimme show at Stamps. Which I'm torn because I kind of wanted to go to this Murder show. I thought it was Saturday night. Oops. Oh well. But this is Murder, and this song is called Faith in Me on all WNY ThinkSoJoE show.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. This is the ThinkSoJoE show.
400
400
episodes. We'll see you next week for 401.
I don't wanna see you with another crop for help. I don't wanna make you think that I am better off all by myself. I don't just say nothing's missed, don't put me on that shelf. I can be there for you, please have faith in me. Oh, faith in me. Today I ask to be found. Gotta pick you up and never let you down. I got so much left to give. In the end, I'm such a mess. Have faith in me, 'cause I won't let you down. When I look into your eyes, I can tell that you're afraid. I don't wanna be the one to go and make our history erase all the things you said to me, 'cause I can't let you go. I can be there for you, please have faith in me. Oh, faith in me. Today I ask to be found. Gotta pick you up and never let you down. I got so much left to give. In the end, I'm such a mess. Have faith in me, 'cause I won't let you down. Been a long time thinking what you need you can't control. Every thought worth having is a habit you let go. Oh, 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 oh. I don't wanna see you with another crop for help. I don't wanna make you think that I am better off all by myself. I don't just say nothing's missed, don't put me on that shelf. I can be there for you, please have faith in me. Oh, faith in me. Today I ask to be found. Gotta pick you up and never let you down. I got so much left to give. In the end, I'm such a mess. Have faith in me, 'cause I won't let you